Okay, well, hello everyone. Before I actually jump into the actual meat, as I like to call it, of what this video is about, I want to take a few minutes to thank each and every person that has been contributing, whether it be from just watching the videos or, you know, this one or on the other channel, all the way to the people that have just been kicking me in the ass and really taking their personal time to try to point me in the right direction and keep me on track. You guys are awesome, every one of you, whether you comment or not, just watch. Even if you don't watch the whole thing, I don't care. Lots of love to everybody out there. And now we're going to talk about a few changes that we are going to start seeing inside the way the news is delivered. First of all, I'll explain how I have been doing it. Now, all these news stories that I get from all over the world, I don't write these stories. I simply hunt for them all over, dig them up, read them, find out what applies and what doesn't, put them on the website, talk about them in the video or whatever. Well, now fortunately, we've got away with doing it this way for 12 months, and I always knew the day would come when this would have to end. And after all, these are other people's this is other people's work that I'm posting on my website, our website, and I knew it would come to an end eventually. I got a message from one of the news organizations where I got a story from, which informed me about how I was violating their copyright and therefore breaking the law. And while they were trying to sound all big and bad, you know, kudos for them for trying, but their big and badness scared me about as much as a half-dead baby kitten with a Santa hat on. I'm sorry, but I know how the copyrights work, and I actually know that what I've been doing has not been the best way to go about it, and I was hoping that things would catch on long enough to where I could justify taking the time to rewrite a lot of this stuff. They just haven't picked up like that. However, we're going to make a change on how we're doing things, and the one thing that sticks in my head is now they're watching. So now that they're watching, we're going to change it. If you all remember, when I first started doing this, I only dealt with a few stories a day, the stuff that really mattered to me in the world of reptiles. Some of the stories that were about reptiles but didn't really seem to really matter that much, I would not talk about, I would not post. They just, you know, there you go. And then we went to doing every news story that came out about reptiles, not necessarily talking about them during the videos, but every single news story in the world that came out about reptiles would be on the website all the time. Unless, of course, it was run by the Times of India, because there's some stupid sons of bitches over there and they got all these ads and viruses and crap, so I refuse to go to their website and read their articles. So we're going to go back a little bit in time, because I don't have time to rewrite all these. I mean, literally, I go through 3 or 4 pages a day just about. I can't do that, not on my own. So we're going to go back to doing the ones that just really mattered to me. And for example, for tomorrow's show, I think I've got about 6 or 7 of them. Now, you'll realize 6 or 7 of them is about double what we usually do, which gets me to the next topic. According to the polls on the website, we have 5 votes for the longer videos. You remember we spoke about this a while back. 1 vote for not longer videos, so obviously the majority wants longer videos. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to work on talking about every news story that we post on the website in every video each day. On top of that, we'll be making some editing improvements, probably doing a lot more filming on other stuff to post right here on the vlog channel, which is where this video is going. And it's always been a dream of mine. I've spoke to a few people about the idea, and many of you already know I used to breed snakes back in 2006, and I got out of it. Well, I'm getting back into it with the current collection that I have now. And I've always wanted to, you know, a lot of guys can, and gals, I'm sorry, a lot of guys and gals, a lot of people can look on the internet here and they can see how some of the big people do it. You look at Prehistoric Pets, or you watch Snake Bites TV, you see how some of these bigger breeding operations work, and well, a lot of people don't necessarily see how things got started. Where did they start? Like me, in a little piece of shit office with a few snakes and a dream, you know? So I really want to start focusing on filming for that. I want everybody to be able to follow me, and hopefully I can be half as big as some of those other people someday. And if that is possible, and if that happens, then all of you, of course, will have followed me on the way up that ladder to success in the breeding world, and you'll know exactly how I did it, where I came from, and where I started. So that's a big thing I want to work on for Filming For. And you know, at risk of this being too long, I think I'm going to cut it short there. So in summary, what we're going to start doing is I'm going to start writing all the news articles myself. It's going to take me a lot more time, but I'm sure everybody will be able to appreciate that a lot more, the extra work going into it. The videos are going to be longer, and we're going to start filming pretty much everything for this this breeding project that I'm hoping to be fairly successful in. And you know, I hope you guys continue to follow along. I appreciate, like I said, everybody that watches. You are the one that makes this happen, and it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.